So in this chapter, I'm gonna answer all the inside activities in chapter 10, application layer. So the first activity in chapter 7 is applications and presentations, protocols and standards. So we have two parts, OSI models and TCP models. We will identify what is applications in OSI models and presentations, and while in the TCP and IP model. So first, we will identify what is the OSI models between the TCP models. So OSI models is have OSI models is a generic models that is based upon functions of each. TCP and IP models is a protocols oriented standard. So OSI models distinguishes three concepts of namely services, interfaces, and protocols. Of TCP and IP does not have a clear distinction between these three. So while OSI models give guidelines on how communications needs to be done, while TCP and IP protocols lay out standards on which the internet was developed. So TCP and IP is more practical models, and then in iOS, the models was developed first and then protocols in each layer were developed. In the TCP and IP suite, that protocols were developed and then the models was developed. And then the SI has 7 layers while the TCP have only 4 layers. So the similarities of both OSI models and TCP models have models are based upon the layer of architecture, and the layers in the models are compared with each others, the physical layers and the data link layer of the OSI model corresponding the link layers of the TCP, the network layer and the transport layer are the same. The session layers and presentation layers and the application layer of OSI models together from application layer of TCP models. In both models of protocols are defined in a layer-wise manner. In both models, data is divided packet. Of each packets may take the individual route from the source to the destinations. So first, we will answer what is the OSI model application. So the iOS application first is we will put is PAP. So what is PAP? So PAP is a point which two or more different networks of communication device build in a connection with each other. PAP is mainly refers to an access points, locations, or facility that connects and helps other devices establishes a connection with the internet. So the next is the DNS. So DNS are the internet equivalents of a phone book. So they are maintain a directory of domain names and translate them into internet protocol IP addresses. This is necessary because although domain names are easily for people to remember, computers or machine access website based on the IP addresses. So we have TFTP. So TFTP is trivial file transfer protocols. It's simple high-level protocols transferring data or services uses to both diskless workstations, X terminals, and routers by using user data protocols or UDP. So the next one is HTTP of OSI model. So we all know that HTTP means Hypertext Transfer Protocols is the underlying protocol used by World Wide Web, and these protocols define how messages are formatted and transmitted and what action web servers browsers should take responsible to various commands. Now we'll proceed to the presentations. The first is the IMAP. So IMAP is Internet Message Access Protocols. Is a standard email protocol that store email messages or an email server, but allows the end user to view and manipulate the message as thought they will store locally on the end user computer device. So the next is will be this one GIF. So GIF is a image that has been encoded using by graphics interchange formats, where it has manipulate frames encodes into a single image files in web browser, or other software will pay those images back animated sequence automatically. An animated GIF is digital versions. So the next one is the last one in presentation will be the JPEG. So JPEG has standards joint photographic expert group. Digital cameras stores photos, supports or have the colors of 6,777 and 216 colors. The format also supports varying levels of compressions, which makes it ideal web graphics. So sorry, we have a IMAP is belong to the RSI models. We have because 3, 5, 6, 7 on the left one, which is MPEG. So MPEG is a short moving picture export group, and pronounced MPEG is working group of the OSI. The term also refers to family digital video conference standards and file formats developed by the group MPEG. Algorithm compress data form small bits that can easily transmitted and then compress. Now we will proceed to the TCP and IP models. So TCP IP models will put all we input in the application in RSI model, because TCP have all this part, this called application in TCP and IP model. We'll check. So we have 3, 6, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 6. We have one left. POP, DNS, TFTP, JPEG, MPEG, HTTP. Okay. We have DHCP. So correct, you successfully chose the correct location for the protocol standard. So it is all about in chapter 10 of application layer, and that's all. Thank you.